What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm team building around Mew for Sword and Shield OU, then I will be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. I think the main reason Mew is not an OU right now is just due to the large amount of Ghost types and Dark types in the tier. For example, Hydreigon and Mandibuzz on the dark side of things, and then Dragapult and Aegislash are the two prevalent Ghost types right now. Now, I think a great check to basically all of them is Mandibuzz, specifically spit off Mandibuzz for Hydreigon as well as Dragapult, because while we do have Dazzling Gleam and Flamethrower to hit them, if we don't predict them as they come in, we need a safe pivot, and Mandibuzz can do just that for us. So let's go ahead and run Overcoat, make sure the ability is correct, even though it doesn't seem to matter since Showdown likes to mess with my abilities anyway. Let's run U-turn, knockoff, Defog, and Roost with the spit off set. So this allows us to take 2 Thunderbolts from Mew, from Dragapult, Choice Specs, because if in case they try to predict and don't click Shadow Ball in front of Mew, that's going to be very vital. Now, I don't see somebody necessarily hard switching in Dragapult to Mew, but say they sack then bring it in, I definitely want to switch in here. Let's run minus special attack and then 4 in defense. Now from here, we don't have an ice resist yet, so definitely a Galarian Darm check is something I want to consider. What else does this team need? I guess a Stealth Rocker would be great just to complete the Hazard Core right now. So Toad is cool because that would be able to check the Rotom forms, which actually both of them look kind of problematic to this core. The thing is, when I run Toad and Rotom, I could run Toad and Rotom Heat, but I've been running Rotom Heat a lot. I've been running both Rotoms a lot if I'm being honest, but I think Toad is an alright rocker. Just to be able to check the Rotoms. I'm going to do that here, and then I'm going to figure out where to go from there. I definitely need more offense on the team, that's something I'm realizing. Let's run max HP, max defense. I might start doing some UU lives, by the way, because I've never actually played a lower tier before, and OU can get kind of stale when there's literally like 20 viable Pokemon in the tier. That's something I might look into, but before I start doing that, I want to actually get familiarized with the metagame. Also, I would love for it to be more established, just because like literally every non-OU Pokemon is in UU right now, so maybe I wait until like RU Alpha comes out or sometime like that. Let's go ahead and run Earthquake, Scald. Like, I love OU, to be honest. Like, I honestly don't mind when the meta is this compact, but I definitely would love some variety, just to be able to explore some other Pokemon. Obviously, I also like to bring lower tier Pokemon into the OU tier as well. That's kind of what I used to do in Ultra Sun and Moon, but right now I'm trying to use a little bit more viable stuff. Let's run... What's the last move that I like to run against? Stealth Rocks. I literally just mentioned what I wanted, and then I didn't put it on here. Did I put 4 EVs in you, or I did? From here, I have Water Absorb, right? I do. What else do I need? But yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about. I definitely want speed control. So I could just add a Galarian Darm of my own. That's like the easy cop-out right here, but... I don't know, Scarf Rotom Wash should be good, but I find that set's kind of bad now that Gyarados can't Dynamax, because that's really the only speed control you needed it for. Yeah, Darm is like the best all-around Scarver right now, because Ditto is kind of diminished because of Dynamax ban as well. Also, I want to use the fossils a bit more, like Dracozolt, Dracovish, but I don't think this is the team for that. I'm going to go with Darm. Honestly, I might just redo some of the team builders that I did before the Dynamax ban, because some of those Pokemon actually kind of changed up before, well, post-Dynamax, so let's go ahead and run Choice Scarf on here. With U-turn, Icicle Crash, Flare Blitz, and Earthquake. Honestly, another thing I might want to do is just take like fan suggestions. Like if there's a really unconventional Pokemon you want to see me build around an OU, just leave it in the comments and maybe I'll actually look into that. Because like I've been using like viable stuff, but still kind of unconventional, like Mew for example, Arcanine. Those are like Pokemon you won't see too much, but they're still viable, right? However, like it'll take a bit more testing to get something like Behem or Beware to work, right? From here, what does the team need now? I feel like this is like the most I've ever discussed during a team building portion. Usually I only focus on the team building. So, I could just round it out with like Rotom Pharaoh. That would be fine, but it's a pretty standard defensive core. Mimikyu wouldn't be bad either as a wall breaker, but I feel like we already have the double choice, and honestly these two should be all the wall breaking potential I need on the team. These are our 2 big offensive threats, which is, I usually like to have 2 to 3, now I just need to round out the defense because these two do have some common weaknesses. Potentially, like, Ice is the big one, because Galarian Darm also blows away Seismitoad. I think I'm just going to double up on Waters today and run Rotom Wash with defensive. Leftovers with Volt Switch. Hydro Pump. I never talked about the Mew, by the way. It's basically just Choice Specs with lots of coverage. Volt Switch for momentum because it's great to get out on Pokemon like Mandibuzz, because sometimes it's like spit off Mandibuzz can eat 2 Dazzling Gleams if they're not weak enough, so the momentum could be better. Let's run Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave with max HP and max defense and a minus attack nature. And I think, what would I need a Ferrothorn for? That's my question. Mold Break or Drill is one big thing, because Mandibuzz would take a lot from Iron Head. It would also help out against Nasty Plot Hydreigon. Like, I do have Mandibuzz for that, but Draco hurts. We do naturally take 1 though. A better Conkeldurr or Switch-In would be nice, but I think Mew is a fine enough check. I think I'll be fine in that regard. I think I go Ferrothorn right here, just because... Wow, I would really be shutting down Rain, just because I have Rotom, Seismitoad, and then Ferrothorn on top of that. Let's do it. I love double hazards too, Specs plus Rocks, but... Yeah, let's run Gyro Ball, Power Whip, and a Leech Seed. So there's like... I found that there's like 3 different archetypes right now, like... Well, not 3 different archetypes, just 3 different team builds I'd like to run. There's Dragon Spam, which I try to alternate out, and then there's like more bulkier teams like this that I like to alternate. But honestly, a lot of the builds do tend to be very similar. Let's run max HP, max defense with minus speed. Like, I'm pretty sure I've used this core, Seismitoad, Rotom, Ferrothorn multiple times now as well, but it's something I find fun for sure. I definitely think it's a really strong pivot, and then these 2 can get in very easily with the double U-turn and Volt Switch, so I think that'll be the team for today, but just some things I've been thinking about, of course. Let's go ahead and get started. So I just tried to record this live, and here's basically a summary of how they all went. I'm gonna go Mandibuzz, as they get up rocks and just defog everything. I don't want to lose. Don't flinch. Please. I just need the defog and I'm still here. Dude, I'm Scarf. What are you doing? Yeah, that's... So yeah, I'm just going to give this another shot right now, and if I get that unlucky again, I'm just going to call it a day. But let's go ahead and see what I can do right here. Mew looks great, but Sucker Punch Bisharp is definitely worrisome. I can use my Seismitoad to help out against that. I definitely want to prevent the Toad from getting up rocks initially, so I like Ferrothorn lead here. Now the thing is, they shouldn't stand, they should go Corviknight, but just in case this guy's crazy and just goes for rocks, I'm going to Power Whip. They actually get in the Rotom, which honestly, this will do an okay amount. And I can just get in my Toad here. They might double out. I was expecting Dragapult to be the double, but I guess that works too. Let's just top. Okay, well, at least I lived, but it looks like I'm not faster, so I gotta go to Pharaoh as they get up rocks. And I'm gonna play aggressively here to do the same thing. I should live Overheat unless they crit. What is that? Don't flinch. Okay, I got my rocks up. And Dark Pulse Rotom Heat. That is some new tech. Please don't do that again. Okay. This is fine. I can get in my Mew here, and here's where I want to be either aggressive or not aggressive. I can go for Psychic, and that'll do a lot to this. I think I will. As they go Corviknight, okay. Well, I can go to Rotom here. That will invite in the Toad, but it'll take rocks and toxic damage. That's probably fine. I'm just a bit worried about the Darm. I'll go to this here as they Scald Burn me, but at least I got up a Spike now. I should probably Leech Seed now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I have to Leech Seed this. Third Chop does nothing. Wow, that's like sad damage. I'm gonna double Leech because I know they're gonna switch out. They're just gonna Volt Switch again, but like I really can't risk this. I have to go to Rotom. Yeah, I could have just triple Leeched, but like that's such a tough turn. I gotta step up my game here. How can I break through this team? I think I'm over-relying on, like, a Darm endgame. Let's go to Mandibuzz here as a oh, they're physical. Ah, that's really bad. Okay, well, that looks banded, so I'll go to Ferrothorn. They get a crit. I don't think that'll end up mattering. Let's Leech Seed up here. Get in Mew here. And then what I'm going to do here is just Flamethrower. I think that's the play, yeah. So they'll give me the Corviknight, which is actually really good for Darm. Okay, I'm still here, but I'm not in the best spot, I'm not going to lie. They bring in the Dragapult. Because I know it's physical now, I can easily just bring this out and chip it down. Darm is gonna mess me up, isn't it? I might have to win a speed tie. I guess this is more expendable than Rotom. Maybe they missed this. I was at 42%. That seems banded. 1 second. Maybe this is not a speed tie at all. That seems really banded. Like, geez. Darm. What Okay, Gorilla. Somebody told me Gorilla Tactics is not working correctly on the calc, so I'm just gonna put in +1. Yeah, they're Choice Band, they're not Choice Scarf. So they can have this, but this is no speed tie here. I'm gonna U-turn because I know for a fact that they're going to switch out into either Toad or Rotom. And this allows me to get in the Mew here, and I'm just gonna click Psychic. I don't think you should go Bisharp. Nice. Now they're gonna go to Bisharp. I think I sack off my They go with Dragapult, which shouldn't be able to kill me with anything. Unless they crit the first one. Why? Okay, game. Maybe that's just how it's meant to be today. Like, I don't know what to do. I think I have to call their... Well, even if they go Rotom, what do I even do about that? Okay, they stay in. Like, I would have killed the Dragapult there and kept my Mew around, which is really frustrating. What do I do here? I think I have to flinch it down. Like, I can't think of anything else. Because I switch... Yeah, I just have to flinch it. Okay, they missed an overheat. Can I get a high roll here? Is there a way I can chip them down? No, I just gotta get the high roll. Okay, that's insanely lucky. But to be fair, I don't know which hacks is bigger, but I'll take it. That might have just saved me the game. It's not over yet because they can still SD up with Bisharp and probably win the game. I think I have to stay in. Okay, that's actually just lame, but I will Icicle Crash again, obviously. Okay, so they got a bit lucky and then I just got insanely lucky. Now if I miss this, I still lose, or if they crit me here. But that wasn't the case at all, so I just completely hacked through this, which I will acknowledge. Let's go for Blitz here and wrap it up. That was a weird game, but I will be right back. Okay, this player has like the same team as the last guy, except he has Sylveon over Bisharp, which is very interesting. It's a team that's very weak to Scarf Darm if I can weaken the Rotom Heat, so I definitely want to try to go for that. What I need to do right here is... Well, Darm is a free lead, is what I'm realizing, so let's do that. I have a feeling there's this Choice Band like the other guy, but I'm just going to U-turn out into my Rotom. Yeah, that's probably safe, because I could Flare Blitz and OHKO them, but this is like my win con here, I don't want it taking recoil. And I have a feeling they're switching out into their Rotom Heat anyway, which will just give me rocks, so I don't really care about what they do here. I wonder, are they offensive Rotom Heat or not? They leave it in to take the 58, okay. And then they get 46 back, so that's banded for sure, I think. Is that actually not... Is that actually not Choice Band? Let's check. U-turn. Gorilla Tactics being broken in the calc is really annoying, by the way. Okay, yeah, that's definitely, like, off-banded. They bring in their Rotom Heat, interestingly. I don't know why. It gives me my Toad. I'm pretty sure this is, like, Choice Scarf, because that's Choice Band, and I don't know who else would be Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf Dragapult is kind of bad, so... I mean, maybe it is, who knows. But that just doesn't have any firepower. Like, I would only run Dragon Dance or Choice Specs on Dragapult. Any other set's, like, horrible. So I get up my rocks. Out comes the Corviknight. It could Defog. I'm just gonna Scald a turn. Trying to basically Fish Burn right here. Burn Fish. Did I just say Fish Burn? Hey, we don't talk about that. Let's see. I just get up rocks again. And, I mean, they're probably gonna get in Sylveon. Sylveon would make some sense. I don't want to have my Ferrothorn take a Mystical Fire. They could also get in their Toad, but I'll just get it on a timer. Like, I actually need damage on their Toad for my Darm. They bring in Dragapult, so I think this might be physical, like the other one. Wasn't the last one physical, Darm? I don't know, but I'm scared to go Mandibuzz. Let's do it. Oh, it's Sub-Willow Disable, huh? Okay, let's knock off here. Do you see, the thing that I hate about this set, it's literally mind games, right? They're gonna Wisp me here, obviously, then I knock off. And then do I double knock off on the next sub, or do I U-turn predicting the disable? I'm gonna U-turn. Yeah, like, this is just a mind game that I have to get right. I'm gonna U-turn predicting disable. Yeah, but they sub again. Like, what can I do there besides try to get a mind game, right? However, I win this in the long run because I just go to this, spam U-turn, and go back to Mandibuzz every time, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, like, they should have tried to get up rocks before trying to go for this. That's really confusing. Yeah, they try to Wisp again, but I'm never gonna leave in Darm. And I just click knock off again, like, I don't see the need to predict. I guess U-turns again is fine, because I could see them pivoting out this time, and even if they don't, I still have them in that cycle where Darm just kind of messes them up. Yeah, and because I think the Rotom is Choice Scarf, my Darm should be able to just Icicle Crash through it. Because, like, it's gonna come in, take rocks damage, because it's not Boots, And because it's offensive, Crash should just 2-hit KO, right? I think so. I don't know, let's see what they do right here. Do they sub again or try to pivot out? Like, what's the plan? And if they pivot out, and who is it into? Because, I mean, Sylveon is gonna have Mystical Fire. There's really no question about that. So if they go to that, I think I have to bring in Darm or Mew. Would Darm kill? Because I'm not the band set, I don't think it'll kill Sylveon. That is with the +1. Okay, so yeah, Fizdef Sylveon will eat. They do bring in Sylveon, so I kind of anticipated this. Ferrothorn will have a Mystical Fire. That's what I know. So I think I have it take the hit just to weaken this thing. And if they try to switch out, well, they could try to switch out into Corviknight to Defog, which is a bit frustrating. I'm going to go to Toad. They just will be willing to have it take the Gyro Ball. That's crazy to me. They get in Corviknight here. I'm just going to Scald and then get up Rocks again. Like, eventually I'll burn this thing. Oh, hopefully soon. Like, that would be really helpful. Just negating Leftovers recovery every time is going to really go a long way. No burn there, but I can get up Rocks again. Yeah, I need this burn, like, soon, but it's not happening. They get in Rotom Heat on my Seismitoad, so they're trying to trick me, I think. Yeah, they're trying to trick. Watch this. And now I can U-turn out, okay. And I'm just gonna go right back to Toad. They're gonna click, like, Volt Switch now. Okay, I know that was, like, really aggressive, but, like, I just wanted to see it work out, to be honest. Like, I know that was a bad play, but... Yeah, let's get... Yeah, they're definitely Choice Scarf. Well, we just saw they were. And now they lock into Thunder Wave. Man, that feels so good. I'm just gonna Scald here on the Corviknight. Burn, please. It's been so long. How long does it take to get a burn? Okay, so I just risked the game for nothing, but hey, at least it looked cool. Burn? That's like 4 Scalds. There we go, finally, Seismitoad. Let's get up Rocks here. They're obviously trying to pressure stall, I know this. Does my Rocks take away 2 as well? Like, is that how this works? They click U-turn on their Rotom. I'm just gonna Scald this time. Hopefully they overheat, hoping I make like that play again, but I'm not going to. They give me the Choice Scarf now, okay, so nothing I can really do there. I'm gonna go Toad though in case they try to get in Mew, or I guess Corviknight. Okay, I'm gonna Flamethrower. It should kill this. It's Specs Mew with super effective hit. Like, if it doesn't, I'll be mildly disappointed, but I think it will. I could Volt Switch, but I have a feeling like Toad might be a pivot, and I want chip damage on that for Darm. Let's see though, what do they do here? This was such a bad play. Where did that happen? Yeah, this right here, that was not worth it, but... I mean, hey. They didn't overheat. That kills, right? Really? Really, Mew? 59? Come on. I'm just gonna Flamethrower again, actually. I don't want this roosting. Get this out of here. I'm just gonna let my Toad get Toxic to get Rocks up again. Like, I'm gonna win in the long run if they let me get Rocks up, because they click Protect. I don't really know why. I guess in case I didn't click Rocks, but their Corviknight's dead now and they have no Defogger. I gotta play my Darm very smart though. There is no hard switching it in. They bring out their Darm. I'm gonna go to Toad on the Blitz. I mean, that does a lot because it's banded, but at least I killed this thing basically. Yeah, and I'm never gonna let the Corviknight can't Defog at all, right? The moment it comes in, it's dead, so I think I have this. Rotom's dead on entry, Corviknight's dead on entry, this is dead, yeah, they run, so I'll be right back. So we're only 2 games in now, and this is already going much better than the other time I tried to record with Mew, so that's kind of cool. This one's gonna be tough though. Sand is actually kind of a tough matchup. I have Rotom Wash for the Excadrill, which is great. I actually don't need it for much else right here, so it's pretty much just a dedicated check to that. Let's lead with this, as they lead with the Mandibuzz now. Here's my question, I don't want to lose this turn 1. Would they kill me with Foul Play if they had it? And do I kill them at all? Because if I don't, which I do, okay. So I think they go Jellicent. If they stay in though, what play would I make? Probably Ferrothorn or Toad. They go Jellicent. So I can bring this in here. I don't see why you would ever let me Toxic you right here, so... At the same time, who's coming in on a Toxic? Let me Toxic. Yeah, like, I just realized there's no reason not to Toxic here. I guess you could go Toxtricity. Why would you do that, though? Like, I'm just gonna Earthquake you after. Alright, let's get up rocks first, I think. If they go Mandibuzz, then I'll click Toxic after. I don't know why you would let me Toxic. Oh. Okay. Well, that puts me in a little bit of a tougher spot against a Drill, but I can still try to Toxic here. Would they really be that aggressive to go Toxtricity? No. I don't believe it. Nobody makes a crazy play like that. Yeah, they stay in. Okay, so I get kind of bailed out there. Why are they Energy Ball? That's actually kind of scary. I'm going to Volt. Well, they could go Drill to spin, but I think Drill they know is their win con, so I'm going to Volt on the Mandibuzz. And because this Jellicent is on a timer now, I feel much more comfortable just spamming Icicle Crash. Yeah, this is great. This is going to take rocks. Will that 2-hit KO? Well, I guess we're not finding out. They're going to Wisp. What do I do about that? I'm going to go to Jellicent. Well, they're going to recover, actually. Maybe I should just go to Pharaoh. No, they Wisped. Okay. So I really like the play of doubling out, but I have a feeling that's going to cost me in the long run, so I'm going to lead Cheat. They get in the Mandibuzz. They basically have to choose right here. Do they spam Defog and just die, or do they let me get up Spikes? Like, what's the plan? I'm going to get in my Darm this turn, though. Because at this point, I just spam Icicle Crash. That's why if this thing actually lives 2 of them, that'll be really annoying. Yeah, because they Roost it. I really hope it shouldn't live 2 from 19 plus, from 38 plus. Toxic. Like, no way that this thing is that bulky. Yeah. And I have to Icicle Crash again. Like, I wouldn't have to risk this miss right here had I just hit the other one, but I guess it's whatever. I'm gonna hit because I'm good. I say that, and then, like, I'm thinking about the other games I've played. So this is, like, the only option they have here, yeah. Makes sense why they brought it out. I'll go Pharaoh on the rocks. And honestly, I think I just got up another Spike. Or I could lead Cheat first. I don't know if they would be Fire Punch. They have Fire Blast, and I dodge it. That's kind of big. I think I'm willing to just stay in, though. This thing kind of does win. Like, I don't see the point anymore. I'm just gonna go to Rotom. Although Rotom's like my dedicated drill check. That's why I'm so nervous about it. Okay, I'm gonna be crazy and go Mew. I don't think they have Crunch or Dark Pulse based off Fire, because... Okay, they go Mandibuzz. It is Overcoat, so it doesn't take any Sand Chip. I don't think Dazzling Gleam is going to be doing like any significant damage, but I'll hook it anyway. Yeah, they tried to knock off my Scarf there, I think. Oh, this is actually great. I get Volt Switch momentum now. Although, I'm just going to Flamethrower in case they're crazy and go Drill, now that I'm actually thinking about it. Because if I Volt Switch and they go Drill, they get a Rapid Spin, and then I'm pretty sure I die to that, and I basically lose, so let's Flamethrower. Yeah, I'm glad I thought about it before just clicking Volt Switch. Okay, that takes like 5 million. I'm just going to leave this in. They click EQ. I just go to this here because this is dead on entry. And I just click Spike again. Yep, so I got up 2. I think there's no way they stop my Galarian arm now. Because everybody dies. Now, if I miss, that's a different story. But if I can kill Mandibuzz, then maybe it's not a different story. They're trying to catch my Choke into Darm, I think. That's the game plan, it looks like. Are they Scarf Dragapult? Is that a thing people run? Like, I'm kind of nervous now. Could I lose to Shift Gear Toxtricity? Is that a thing that could happen? I have Rotom, which I think I might have to hit a Hydro Pump then, in order to not lose to this, because it's going to be Shift Gear, right? Yeah, I need to hit this. Okay, that's a start. Now they're obviously going to Boom Burst. Is it Throat Spray? Don't be Throat Spray. I think I lose if it's Throat Spray. No, I think I lost. Yeah, it's Throat Spray. I lost. Because this dies, right? There's no way this lives. Just Toxtricity at +1. Rotom, if you live this, you are the best thing ever. Nope, instantly gone. Yeah, I lost. Okay. Well, I guess this is Max Speed F. You never know, right? You never know. I'm dead, right? Whoa, Mandibuzz is dumb. But I still lose, but like, why? Mandibuzz. Wait, if they're modest, could Darm outspeed? I don't think so. Be modest and somehow don't outspeed me. Nah, they were either they were timid or... I'm actually curious. Let's put that in the calc. So I still lose the game, unfortunately, but I'm curious here. If they're max speed modest, so no speed boosting nature at +1. 373 against Darm, which is 470. What am I missing here? Oh, I have the Choice Scarf on. Oh, they were +2. Never mind. Yeah, so +2 even without the Timid hits 498. I'm only 475, so I'll be right back. Okay, this guy is destroyed by Darm. In fact, I'm just going to lead off with it and try to U-turn, as they lead Tyranitar, so this is kind of perfect. I just get to U-turn out, and I either get momentum or like 70% on Tyranitar. 54. Why did that do so little? Well, I get in Toad here at least on a Flamethrower. And what Toad can do is get up the rocks, which pressures their Darm. I'm a bit worried about Seismitoad because I need it for Dracovish. What? It like took a moment to register what they just brought in on my Seismitoad. I don't even think this is Choice Scarf, that's the thing. Like, it's definitely, I mean, not Choice Scarf, Focus Sash. And I think they just lived on one. I'll live one here, so let's just take the kill, and I'm going to switch it out just because if they try to lock Fishes around, at least I get to use this. They go to the Darm. I'm going to save it and go Rotom. Yeah, I think that's the play. Hopefully they're not sub-Dragapult, that would be a little bit problematic, but I have Mandibuzz. Yeah, I'm just going to go hard Mandibuzz here. They might be Will-O-Wisp, but who knows. I think the main thing is my Darm is just going to have a lot of fun now. They are Choice Specs Draco, which I will just Roost off because I can pivot into their Darm anyway. And against this, I already mentioned I have a great sack, so I don't know what is happening anymore. I think they just played off a choke there, but yeah, they already run, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here's a game where I believe I will really have to think, because their matchup with Conk plus Dracovish does a lot of work against my team. I definitely want to watch out, but my lead right here is going to be Darm. I'm not expecting Conk right off the bat, that seems really aggressive. Anyway, let's go ahead and figure out what's switching in. I think it's going to be Mew. Yeah, I'll just go Mew. I could U-turn for 12%, but if they Mach Punch, I'm like gonna be really sad, so no point. They don't have an Ice Resist. They go for Payback. Why does that do so much? So they have Double Dark. I don't think you would leave in Conkeldurr when you have Double Dark. Imagine I had a Dazzling Gleam. That would have looked so cool. Is this Choice Scarf? I wish I knew there was Leftovers before I switched in my Mon. Yeah, had I seen Leftovers right there, I would have just gone Darm and messed somebody up, but I guess I'll Rocks up now. It could be sub-Nasty Plot. It is. But Mandibuzz can come in and U-turn on this. It lives a Draco, so I'm not too concerned here. And then they click Flash Cannon, interestingly. And now I actually get a kill, so unless there's Silvally Water, or like something that can actually take an Icicle Crash. Okay, so I get rid of Hydreigon. Conk now comes in. I think I go to Toad, maybe. Like, this Conk messes my team up. Toad I need for Dracovish. Mew is actually quite a nice wall breaker here. I just don't want them Drain Punching everything back, but I don't see a way I avoid that besides like going Mew. They keep on clicking Payback, which is really frustrating. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I don't see the point of letting them try to predict here. I'm going to Dazzle in case they try to pivot out. Maybe they don't have Mach Punch. Maybe they have Payback instead of Mach Punch. You never know, right? Maybe they're Payback, Drain Punch, Earthquake, Thunder Punch. Forget everything I was talking about. Let's go ahead and bring in... Yeah, nothing beats this thing. That's actually really sad. Okay, I guess you're my best bet. Seismitoad, come through. No, you're supposed to be slower, Seismitoad. And they crit me, so they got like all the health back. And I died to the next one. Okay, who wants to come in now? I guess Rotom Hydro Pump's the next idea. Okay, that does a lot. I can actually break through this thing. I gotta hit another Hydro, but if I do, I think Darm can win. I think they're gonna switch it out, and then it just comes down to a 50-50 later. Do they click Mach Punch as I stay in, or do they click Drain Punch as I switch out? That's what it's looking like, but let's try to avoid that. Maybe they just mess up and stay in here, but they're obviously not going to. That actually took a lot. It kind of makes me want to just leave this in. So here's my thought process. Even if they're faster here and attack me, that's just less recovery for Conk later. Now, I wish I hit that because I would be actually, you know, in a good position, but that's not happening. Do you have Fire Fang? They do. So that miss and a flinch. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm just going to Gyre Ball because if they click multi-attack, then I'll live it. Really? Okay, well... this took a bad turn. Yeah. I might need to flinch through now, because that did way too much work. If they go conk here, I gotta get the play right. I'm just gonna try to flinch this down or hope that... Like, the thing is, they only kill me by hitting Focus Blast, which is, like, impossible. And I don't want to go Mandibuzz on a Thunder. So let's just click Crash. They got up Trick Room. They try to hit a Focus Blast. I could have stayed in there and they would have missed, but it's fine. Let's knock off here. I got a crit back on them. Okay. Well, I'm gonna Roost up here. And then I'm gonna U-turn this turn, because if they recover, then I get a Darm for a kill. They're, like, kind of throwing here. Yeah, they're definitely kind of throwing, because I get a kill now. Let's go for Icicle Crash. Okay, so that's dead. They're gonna go to conk, and this is kind of where I have to get the play right. Mach Punch is there. No, I think I lose no matter what, because they can just Drain Punch now, right? Let's go for U-turn Psych off Rotom. That'll minimize their recovery. Oh, wait a minute. They're actually letting me completely weaken the conk. What are they doing? Okay, I have a chance to win this. They're going to go to conk again. I think if they go to Dracovish. Let me think about it. If I get the damage off right here, I would probably... Well, if I die, then I lose. But if I switch out, then I also have to go back to Darm again. So, this is the play. Darm, you're actually the best. Now, hit this one and you're actually the best. I'm speaking way too soon. Yeah, this game has me excited. Okay, I hit it. Conk is here. It's at 20. I think if I just stay in... Yeah, they had to hope I switched out on Drain Punch, because I think even if I stayed in and they Mach Punched, I just get a Rotom there and probably... Well, they could Mach Punch Rotom, so I think it might have come down to the 50-50, but I'll be right back. Okay, I have the next game right here. My opponent has a Dracovish, so gotta watch out for that. This is actually kind of tough, because Double Fairy gives my team a little bit of a hard time since they both get fire moves. Gotta make sure they don't do too much work, but I think Rocks are gonna go a long way. I will live a Icicle Crash, even a Banded one, and Rocks I did mention are really valuable here, because they can't get rid of them, so don't flinch me and then I'm fine. There's the flinch. So no Rocks there, which is really lame. I'm gonna Volt here. On the Sylveon. Can I even get up Rocks on this? I should be able to. Yeah, they're Leftovers. Okay. So unless they crit Hyper Voice here, I get at my Rocks, which I'll take. They're obviously going to try to do the same thing, considering, you know. I got mine up, why don't they get theirs up, right? I can easily Flamethrower here. They go out into this, which is, you know, expected. I'll go to Pharaoh because I know I can live one Gyro Ball. And Mystical Fire, this is the thing I meant to say. And they're dead here, right? No, Ferrothorn, why are you so weak? I guess they're like min speed as well. Ah, that sucks. I thought I would kill there. Okay, they just Mystical Fire again. Do I just lose this? Like, Double Fairy really messes my team up. Okay, I'll go for the Spit F drops here. But, like, yeah, this matchup is horrible. I get the Spit F drop, which is actually really great, so this is low. And I'm just gonna spam Psychic, it's not recovering. Oh, dude, what is this? They're Choice Scarf for sure. But they go for Outrage. Which does 2-hit KO. I wish I knew whether 13% went to whether they died or not. So I can just come in here and Roost it up. I'm gonna U-turn here on the Sylveon. Yeah, I can't let that recover. I gotta like play super aggressively just because of how bad this Double Fairy matchup is. I'm gonna Icicle Crash again though. I had Mew selected, didn't I? Okay, let's play like this. Oh, they have T-Spikes. I think I lose. Yeah, this is not that great. They go to Clef, it's definitely Life Orb based off that, and they knock me out. I think I just leave. Like, Double Fairy with fire moves just doesn't do well. I mean, my team doesn't do well against that, so... yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and run and be right back. Alright, this looks a lot more doable, but Conkeldurr is definitely something I need to watch out for. I am going to lead off with the... Wow, Conkeldurr... Never mind, this is really hard. Conkeldurr plus Bisharp and Gengar. Pressuring my Mew gives me a really tough time, but it's possible. It's definitely not as bad as the Double Fairy one I just played. I am going to lead off with my Toad. On the Pharaoh, I'm getting out of here now and going Pharaoh of my own. Would they hard switch in Conkeldurr? That's my question. Why does Conkeldurr do so well against my team? This team has several glaring weaknesses. I might change it after this game. Even though we're so close to the end of the video, like, that's concerning. They get up rocks. I can spike up here. If they just hard switch and conk though, I'm in such a tough spot. I guess this is fine. I can just go Mandibuzz on Flamethrower. And I think I just knock off on the Pharaoh coming in. Bring in mine. I'm like so confident they're doubling to conk, but I'm not going to predict it. If they try to leech seed, I'll just get a... I think if I hazard stack this guy... Well, he can court change. That's the problem with that strategy. Let's bring this in here as they try to Pirate Ball. I'm not going to get up rocks because they're just going to court change everything if I do. I'm just going to Earthquake here. I think Spikes should be enough anyway. Oh, Pharaoh might get 2-hit KO'd, but it's not really 100%. Oh, now they're playing aggressively. Okay, I'm going to get in my Toad then. I need Conk gone. Like, that's the big thing. Conk is the thing I need dead. Okay, so they were willing to trade the rocks for 2 spikes, which I'm honestly willing to do as well. Because, like, who comes in on Earthquake here? Gengar sack? Okay. I don't mind that because that frees up my Mew a bit more. Out comes you. I still have a Spit F Mandibuzz. They're going to Thunderbolt here. I'm going to Earthquake. He's a Shadow Ball. Okay. Well, that's fine because I still have Rotom for the Cinderace, so this is not that big of a deal. Let's get in Pharaoh. I'm just going to get up Spikes too if you want to play this game. Cinderace. Rotom. Pirate Ball. Volt Switch. Oh, they're willing to stay in now. Okay. Well, that's a good information, but that's actually kind of tough for me. I'm going to go to this and just Earthquake somebody for a kill, though. Even though I need my switch-ins with this, I think this is the time to go for this, so... Let's click Earthquake. I really don't want to miss. And I know what they're going to sack anyway, yeah, so it's fine. Now they're going to go Conk, and this is where a little bit of a tough time happens, but I can get in my Seismitoad here at least. And then I think the play is to go Mew and Flamethrower into Bisharp. I don't think Dragapult comes in. I didn't think this would be the play, but I guess I can just sack you off. Hey, miss one, please. Go for HJK and miss. I think if they have U-turn, they'll click that. They do. So that should kill me. They're probably just calcing it. Do I go Ferrothorn and have them die to hazards? No, that's not worth the risk. I think they're just Pirate Balling anyway. But yeah, if I want to win this game, I'm clicking really fast, so I think I'm going to slow down for this endgame here, but... what's the key? They're going to U-turn here, obviously. Were they boots, by the way? Because if so, then they're not even in range of hazards. They were probably boots, and I didn't realize. Yeah, Cinderace came in and didn't take anything, so it's boots. Meaning, there's no reason to risk Pharaoh here, even if I think they're going to U-turn. U-turn kills me, right? I guess it didn't, but they clicked Pirate Ball, which we know that would kill me. Let's take another kill here. And this is now sack fodder, but I think that's fine. Because I still have Mandibuzz to come in and check Dragapult. And then Ferrothorn is healthy enough for Bisharp, I think. I think I'm fine. I don't... Well, healthy is Mew, 71. It'll live Mach Punch, okay. That's also an important factor here. Oh, they hard switch in Conk. That's really odd. So they preserved Cinderace, which makes sense for sure. Now they're going to bring it back in, obviously. I sack you off, then I get in... Well, if Mandibuzz doesn't live, I think I lose it no matter what. But I'm pretty confident it will live a Pirate Ball. I don't think Mandibuzz dies. Oh, they missed. Okay, well, that helps me out a bit, I guess. If that was a contact move, I think I would have game right here. Okay, there's that. I think Mandibuzz lives this. There's no way max HP Mandibuzz dies to Pirate Ball. Never mind, I stand... Well, actually... Oh, they have Flamethrower. Okay, that's tough. I really thought Mandibuzz would live it, but it is what it is. I'll be right back. Okay, I have the next game right here. My opponent has the Durant, so first impression is going to be an issue. They have sticky webs as well. I'm going to lead Darm, expecting the web setter to be the lead. They lead Drill, so this is probably Focus Sash. So what I think I do here is I obviously U-turn. I think the safest switch in is either going to be Seismitoad or Ferrothorn. Now, I really want to win this game. I've been losing a lot. I really need Seismitoad healthy for Cinderace, but I also have Rotom. I also need Seismitoad for Dragovich, though, so I think I go Ferrothorn initially here. So I get my U-turn off. I think I go Ferrothorn. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ferrothorn here because I need Seismitoad more. They just click EQ. So, I mean, this really sucks because I would love to keep it healthier for, like, Durant, but it probably has superpower anyway, so it's not even that big of a deal. This damage is actually really good for my Mew because it's in range of Psychic now, as well as it probably gets 2-hit KO'd by Darm. I'm gonna bring in my Toad here, I think, because I'll live anything this wants to do. If they go for U-turn, they don't have the best pivot here, maybe Durant, but I think I'll live Banded First Impression. The question is if I really want to. They bring in the Dragapult. I'll live anything from this too, and rocks are going to go a long way. They just click sub, which I don't really mind. I'll bring in Mandibuzz here on the Will-O-Wisp and then knock off. Yeah, knockoff still breaks Dragapult's sub, and then now what I can do is try to play off this 50-50. Do I U-turn or knock off again? I'm gonna go for U-turn, yeah. Everybody clicks Disable. And this allows me to get a Darm, and this is great now. I get to Icicle Crash, and like even Durant is not gonna appreciate this hit. They just check off the drill. Well, they tried to. Let's hope this one hits. Really? Really, game? And now they're faster than me. Well, no, they're not, but come on. Let's kill it there, and I just lost my rocks for no reason, but I guess they could have maybe court changed it anyway. A little bit frustrating, but I guess it's part of the game, right? Let's go. I still need Pharaoh. Well, Drill is dead, and Toad is still healthy. They click First Impression. I think I can safely Gyro Ball, as they're not even locked in, but that does nothing to me. That would do nothing. Yeah, I'm like getting more back from Leechy than that's doing, basically. I'm gonna Gyro Ball here. Maybe I should double out. I don't see the point, though. If this goes down, how bad is that? Could I lose to like Quiver Dance or Ibombi? Is that something I've not considered at all? Yeah, I could lose to Quiver Dance or Ibombi. I didn't think about this. Okay, I gotta keep Ferrothorn. It's too weak now, though, anyway. Do I just lose then? I was so fixated on Webs or Ibombi, I didn't think about Quiver Dance. I think if I just click the attack whenever Ibombi is in, I might be fine. Here, I'm gonna go Rotom as the X-Scissor, because maybe Ferrothorn can recover enough in front of, like... No, it can't recover in front of anything. Okay, maybe they go Ibombi and let me T-Wave it. That's, like, the hope, but I don't think they're that bad. Yeah, I didn't think about Quiver Dance. That could lose me the game. Out comes Dracovish, interestingly. Do I die to Banded Fishious Rend? I think that answer to that question is yes, but... Let's find out. This is way too much effort putting this in the calc. I really hope they put the sets in soon. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, but... I guess I could also just import my own set. I need Fishious Rend in here. And Water Absorb is actually not the ability I had in mind. It is called Strong Jaw. Is this the base to do twice that damage, right? So 58 to 70. I'm at 54. That's Choice Band, though. I think it is worth finding out whether they're Choice Band, and honestly, I have it Seismitoad. I don't think they're clicking Fishious Rend anyway, yeah. So now I can get in Darm and just get another kill, because this should kill it. Okay, maybe I can actually get it and get in a position where Ibombi doesn't even set up at all. I could play for that, because they're really in the... Really, you're going for it here. That's interesting. Okay, it is Webs. Okay, I think the game is saved, even though I just missed right there. A flinch there would have been justice, especially considering that drill hacks earlier. I'll live there, okay. I don't think these two can win because I have Toad. I'm obviously sacking here. And then I think all I need to do is keep Mew at full, get in Toad here and Earthquake. Yeah, I can't really think of an endgame for them. Because they Earthquake, there's not a move they can lock. There's nothing. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead and run, and that's going to wrap it up. If they Quiver Danced, as I missed that Icicle Crash, that would have actually been such a sad way to lose, because I think I had Pokemon that could live in the back. How healthy was Mandibuzz? Because I've seen Mandibuzz take insane hits with Spadef, but either way, that is going to be the live. I did hope you all enjoyed, and you can find the team down below in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Later.